Right now, we have in the studio with us a marriage and family life practitioner, Bridget Eleshin. Welcome to Rubbin Minds.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Now, we know the phenomenon of divorce is something that has been associated with our Western counterparts. It's not taboo as it is in Africa, but in recent times, it has become commonplace, and we're seeing the divorce rate literally skyrocketing. We all know people who are going through a divorce or who have been divorced. What would you say is the major cause of the divorce in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. It's divorce is rising globally, so that is a known fact now. And what I will say, I'll just use an acronym so that people at home can learn and say, okay, what can I do to avoid this? So I'll use the acronym LACKS, L-A-C-K-S. So the first is the lack of knowledge of self and the person you're getting married to and the institution called marriage. So it's very easy to get a marriage license now. People don't know themselves. We go to school for 6 years, primary school, go to school for, say, maybe another 6 years, secondary school, go to university to read the course of choice for maybe another 4 or 5 years. And then I just say, you're so beautiful. I love you. And in 3 months, we're in love and we want to get married. I don't know you. I don't even know myself. I don't know my strengths. I don't know my weakness. I don't know what the marriage institution entails. So that lack of knowledge of self, of the person you're getting married to, and of the institution and what it entails, they don't have it. Then the next is adultery and abuse. With social media, we won't blame social media. We'll blame some other things and we'll see that. So you look at people that at the end of the day do not understand that the institution of marriage shows that you should maintain your vows. So they start and they get into adultery, and then there's also abuse of the vows. Then you go to see character flaws, no commitment. Character flaws, your character is who you are. So how have you been trained? Sometimes they'll say, oh, is this person home trained? What? So a lot of people don't have good character. So you see that showing. There's no commitment. Most times it's for better for stay, for worse for go. Oh, I can't take this anymore. Oh, it doesn't make me happy. Oh, he's not doing this. Oh, he's not cooking for me. And they go. And then you see key flags that we all see and we don't address. We keep sweeping it under the carpet. I want to be a married woman. I want to be seen as a married...
Some people will say that he'll change. When I get in there, he'll change. Just give it some time. He'll change. I want to know your opinion on, say, the older generation, as well as the religious institutions in their influence on the marriages we see today.
They've done their bit, but I will still go back to parenting, because every person is a product of daddy and mommy university. How did your parents do marriage? So it's been proven, if you check through the research, most times when you do marriage right and you are a right model, your children will want to do marriage same way. Sometimes they will probably marry somebody that is not, you know, in that space where they want to do marriage right, and things happen, life happens. But we're saying daddy and mommy university has a role to play. So if you're coming from a dysfunctional home, marrying somebody that the home was functional and was working, you will have that drama. So the last S, the last, is spousal neglect. And then you also talk about solo work. People want to do things on their own. So if you met your parents doing solo work, your daddy does not say anything to your mom, she's just saying and not heard, you will bring the same thing to your home as a man. And then it depends on what you also saw with your parents.
I think that takes us to gender stereotypes. A lot of people grow up in traditional homes where they see the mom as the homemaker, the father as the breadwinner. And we are seeing that both are becoming breadwinners. And yet there's a huge responsibility. I mean, today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And you'll find, thank you. You'll find mothers who are taking on the role of homemaker as well as breadwinner. And for people who have been brought up in traditional homes, how do they reconcile with these new realities?
It's tough, but our world is changing. What we know traditionally is no longer what it used to be. Even marriage definition has changed. So we have to a certain extent, understand that we we're partners in the marriage. We can actually contribute. There's nothing wrong. But where we have a problem, where I will have a problem with any man is not knowing that I am traditionally responsible for providing. And then you are not providing the resources, you are not providing guidance, you are not providing help, you are not supporting. So if a woman is going to work and doing things and you just sit at home and laze around, that is a problem.
Now, in your experience, some people might be watching and maybe they're in the process of going through a divorce. Once you filed, can it be reversed, or is it there's no turning back?
I've seen people separated, divorced, coming back and getting married again. It depends on the parties involved. So once you tell yourself you can, where we draw the line most times is where abuse, especially verbal, physical abuse is involved. We're not saying divorce. Get help. Some people say we don't want people in our businesses. You must have people in your business, because when you were getting married, you called people into your business. They were there to celebrate you. You got somebody, a pastor, an imam, or anybody into your business to say, join us. So they must be involved as well. So it can be worked on. And I always tell people, adultery is also not a case, or even abuse. When some people know better, they will do better. So we will ask people to get education and keep upgrading your knowledge. Marriage is a school you never really graduate from. My parents have been married for 51 years now. And believe you me, they still have drama. They still talk and have communication issues and co. That does not mean that they've not done well for themselves, but that's marriage.
That's marriage, something that we all will, for those who are married, will continue to learn in this school. And there will never be that graduation day. That's why it says, till death do us part. It's a lifelong learning adventure in marriage. Thank you very much, Bridget Eleshe, for sharing your views on divorce and marriage here on Rubbin Mind.